Com. This is your girl Adelai Brown, the heart coach with Heart Connections, and we're back to have some heart talk. As promised, at 11:30, I told you we would come back and talk about freedom, and we would have our heart talk session, and we're here. Want to shout out all of my listeners, all of you who are listening in from all over. Thank you guys for the love. I thank you guys for the feedback. I thank you guys for letting me know that you are listening in. It's so good to hear from you guys, and I'm so thankful to be here. Today we're talking about freedom. We're talking about freedom, what it is and what it isn't. And this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about the cost of freedom. We're talking about the cost of freedom. And I want you to think about, what has your freedom cost you in your life? There may have been some things that you've gone through and some things that have happened in your life that cost you something, but you were willing to pay that price because it was worth it. What has freedom cost you? Have you been in a situation where you've been held back or discouraged or let down in some way, shape, or form due to a lack of freedom, not being restricted and not being able to move about or do the things that you would like to do? I just want to encourage you to realize that in Christ, there is freedom. No matter what circumstance you're in, you could even be in a jail cell. But if you have Christ in your heart, there is freedom. But there's a cost to freedom. It's freely received because he freely gave it to us. But there is a price that we all have to pay. And I think that many times we are not aware of that. And so sometimes we even become resentful in life because we don't realize that freedom does cost us something. Those of us who live in the United States, freedom cost us something. We had to break away from the British and fight these wars. And I don't know all of the history. There's so much more to it. But freedom costs us something. Just being free for enslaved people to be emancipated and freed from the bondage that they were under, our ancestors here in the United States. It costs something. A cost is defined as of an object or an action. It says to require the payment of before it can be acquired or done. To be expensive for. Cause